everyone, what is up? It is Berlin back with another video for you. Hi, happy Saturday. How are you all doing? This video is not going to be as rushed as the last one, so let's get into it. As you can tell by the title, this is going to be a bit of a kind of update about the whole Nikita Dragun and Trisha Paytas situation. If you're not aware, what happened was on Transgender Day of Visibility, Nikita and Trisha both had a bit of a spat on Twitter. It was a huge argument between them. They were quote tweeting each other back and forth. At one point, Nikita brought up the fact that Trisha had been abusive towards Moses. Now, Trisha talked a lot in this video last night about gender and about how they feel about their own gender, you know, saying they're non-binary, everything like this. Talked a bit about mental health as well. I know people always want to say Trisha's a troll and everything like that, but when it comes to gender identity, Trisha is valid however they want to identify, whether that be male, female, non-binary, they are valid. I'm using the pronouns they for Trisha. I'm not sure exactly what they are going by right at this moment. Trisha did say in the video that it changes, but that they'd been going by he recently. So I'm just going to go by they, because honestly I feel like that is the most kind of gender neutral term that we can use for Trisha at this precise moment in time. So I'm going to be painting my face while we get into all the drama, the tea, the gossip. Trisha really went off about Nikita, but also brought up Starr in the clip that I'm about to show you. It's messy, but you know, I kind of feel like Nikita loved getting into it with Trisha, because of course Nikita has her Snapchat show out at the moment, Nikita Unfiltered or whatever it's called. Honestly, I feel like Nikita enjoys the attention. Nikita for me is very, very problematic. I don't think she's a good role model for the trans community at all. Just my opinion. But Trish, they, them, you know, for me it's all valid. All valid. You know, I'm not going to question Trish and their gender identity at all. I don't believe you can tell a person how they identify. You know, it's very personal. So I'm not going to lay into Trish for that. You guys, of course, are free to have all your own feelings and opinions. You know, not everybody has to agree on everything all the time. But I'm going to roll the clip of Trisha and you guys can decide for yourselves.
So when Nikita tweeted that, she tried to accuse me of being transphobic on Trans Awareness Day from a tweet I did days earlier, but tried to spit that I'm transphobic when I said something about her Snapchat show, because I've had issues with Nikita and I don't know her, but just how she's been publicly during this pandemic not wearing masks, the people she hangs out with, and that is a huge problem. A lot of people will be like, oh, you can't judge people by who they hang out with, but yes, you can. And I didn't even see that until I left. Really awful people being friends and trying to support them. I get trying to support your friends, but if these people are sexting minors, if they're, you know, if they're admitted to doing these acts with minors, children, how do you feel comfortable platforming them and supporting them and giving them, and like that's crazy, because it's like social media is a lot of minors. It's half minors, whether you like it or not. And yes, there's platforms for 18 plus, and if you know, there's, you know, if you say 18 plus and not safe for work and all stuff like that, like, yes, you can give disclaimers, but if you're primarily on like TikTok and these places and this is what you're promoting and standing by, like there's some real issue. And so my issue wasn't, and I got petty too or whatever, but my issue, like to the trigger was that she goes, haven't you already done enough to hurt the trans community? And I was like, and then she showed a picture from my thumbnail of my trans video where I had my girl aesthetic and then I had my male aesthetic, which a lot of people, including Starr, has said that, like, that's just me dressing up as a boy. You're not this. And so many people telling me I'm not a gender that I feel in my heart so many times, and I feel safest as, like, just it triggered me really bad. And yes, it did get a bitch mad. And I was like, wow, this person's goal is like, she's proud to get a bitch mad. Like, that's crazy. Like, we were going back and forth, and like, yeah, I was trying to be petty, but like, my initial thing to her was not to get her mad. I've stood up for Nikita so many times, even on frenemies, about like when Ethan like did that video about Photoshop versus reality so long ago, and then he brought it up again with Dr. Drew, and I was like, okay, but you're showing a picture of someone before Nikita's admitted to surgeries, and so you can't say she's not being forthcoming with her body being paid for. I respect and I applaud that so much. Like and she was courageous enough to say, yeah, I got work done and stuff, and I applaud that so much. I was, of course, was defending her, and I have defended her, and so like that was such a trigger to be like, wow, a trans awareness day trying to bring a trans girl down. It's like that's so missing the mark, and it was so disheartening because I saw some other people be like, that's not why people have issue with you.
Okay, I don't know how you guys feel, but I am completely Team Trish on this one, because when they had that spat on Twitter, the first thing that Nikita did was use being trans as a shield for her problematic behaviour. That is absolutely not right, not something that I'm going to give her a pass for. You can't use being trans when it suits you and think that it's going to exclude you from your problematic behaviour and you being called out for that. Nikita has repeatedly been called out over the pandemic for going out, partying, no masks, all this stuff. Same with Patrick Starr, same deal. Remember that incident where Patrick Starr was telling his audience to F off? Remember when Patrick Starr was seen kissing Tana Mojo at Nikita's birthday party? All that stuff. Those two have been problematic. So it's kind of like, which is the lesser of two evils here, you know? People want to say Trisha Paytas has been mocking the trans community. People want to say Trisha Paytas has been trolling for years. People want to say that Trisha's been racist. Well, so has Nikita. Nikita Dragun has repeatedly been called out for cultural appropriation. So to me, Nikita Dragun is absolutely no better than Trisha Paytas. I'm Team Trish. I did previously upload a video where I got into the whole spat between Trisha and Nikita, so I'm not going to get really deep into that. And you can go and watch Trisha's video if you want to see the full speech on it too. But honestly, for me, the moment when Nikita tried to use being trans as a get out of jail free card, I was just like, nah. No, girl, I am done with you. Really, I was like, nah, this is my stop with Nikita Dragun. I'm done. I'm finished. I'm out of here. So I'm back. I've just pretty much finished my base. I did Cryolan, 2W and 00 for most of my base. Little bit of my trusty old NYX paint stick as well. And then I used Magic Star concealer and setting powder. I like quite a liberal amount of this one. I use the shade Fair just to set everything. And then I dust excess off if I need to after I've done my eyes. I also went in with a little bit of blush from Made by Mitchell using this brush. This brush is one that I actually really like. Sorry, it's a little bit dirty because I've just used it, but to do this liquid blush, it is really gorgeous. It's quite unique. I haven't seen many brushes like this around, and I didn't actually have one like that in my collection before, but to do this, I like to put my blush up here a little bit, and to do that, this is perfect. So what is that? That is the MF1 brush. Yeah, but it's really nice. It's really good for this bit here. And honestly, I haven't seen many brushes this kind of shape in drugstores or anything. Now for eyes, I'm going to grab my P. Louise bases in the shade Touch of Frost and Winter Rose. So that was their coloured pastel bases. And I'm going to use these two palettes, I think, today. So the Beauty Killer and Nikki Tutorials palette from Beauty Bay. I like the little Pride shimmer in this palette a lot. Nikki did this and said it was like the transgender flag, this one, because it's got like the blue and pink glitters in it. The glitters in this palette are actually really pretty. So I'm going to use that, and I think I'm going to use this gorgeous pink, this Star Power pink from the Jeffree Star Beauty Killer That one, and maybe some of the expensive blue, that one with a glitter in it. So I'm doing one pink and one blue. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the shade Plot Twist, which is a very pale blue there, from the Nikki Tutorials palette, on just a synthetic kind of fluffy brush, blending brush. This one was the Morphe Jeffree Starr brush, and I'm just gonna start fluffing that on the outer edges. I'm gonna grab my little JS5 brush here, go into the shade Expensive from the Beauty Killer palette. And yeah, I tap off quite a lot of the excess. And then I'm just going to put that in the crease on the blue eye. Just there. Okay, so I'm just having fun creating a monster here. So I think it's time I stop this little video. Ooh, big drag lashes there. Look at that. These are my huge, like 3 pairs glued together ones. So guys, I'm going to stop this little video. Take care, stay safe, stay well. Let me know what you think about the whole Trisha Paytas Nikita Dragun situation. I'll be back with another drama video soon. So thank you for watching. Take care. I love you guys. See you soon. Bye guys.